Hey there everyone and welcome back. Today we're finishing off the playthrough of King's Quest V. Where we left off was we visited the Harpies Island and Cedric was wounded by one of them. Now we might be tempted to just kind of leave Cedric there because he's not that useful and he can be a little bit annoying at times, but we do actually need him to complete the game. So we've sailed back to the mainland here and we've come across this sort of shack type thing. So to begin with, we can see there is a bell out the front. So Graham notices a ship's bell near the door of the house, which we can give a bit of a ring. And out comes this old dude. Who are you? What are you doing on my beach? I am King Graham of Daventry, and I'm on a journey to find the wizard Mordak's Island. But I seem to be stuck. I don't know where to go from here. Eh? What's that you say? Can't understand a thing you said. Gotta speak up, boy. Now get on out of here. So he's hard of hearing, but luckily, we've got a shell. What's this? Now, what were you wanting? Our friend is hurt. He was wounded by the Harpies. Wounded by the Harpies, did you say? Well, bring him on into the house. I'll fix him up right, good as new. And another cartoon warning. Gotta watch out for those cartoons. They're pretty dangerous. Oh, and again. Lay him on the bed there. These poultices should fix the little fella up good as new. I wonder what a poultice is. I'm feeling better already. Tell me, what was in these poultices? My employer will be very interested in them. Yeah, what was that? I said, what was in these poultices? My employer would be interested in them. Gifts from the sea, lad. Gifts from the sea. Ain't nothing special. You just gotta know how to use them. I don't think you'd find them particularly interesting. Now, son, what was it you were trying to tell me before? I was trying to find out where the wizard Mordak's Island is. He kidnapped my family and is holding them hostage there. I must get to them before it's too late. Oh, I'm right. Sorry to hear about that. He's a nasty one, that Mordak. I wouldn't want to tangle with him. I'd try to talk you out of going there, except I can see you can't leaving your poor defenceless family unaided. I can enlist someone who can lead you straight to his island. Follow me outside. Pearl, this man needs your help. He needs you to lead him to Mordak's Island. It's a real emergency. Mordak's holding his family hostage. Pearl can't speak human talk, but she's agreed to help you. Just get on your boat and follow her. Cedric and I want to thank you for your help, Mr. Don't worry about who I am. You just get on over there to that island and take care of your family. Aye, aye, sir. We're off. Come on, Cedric. It's an interesting one because we have that special power to talk to animals and all sorts of things at the moment. So I would have thought we'd be able to talk to a mermaid, but that's alright. Now I can't remember if this happens automatically or we have to kind of click, but no, it looks like it's automatic. A few hours later. This looks a little ominous. Oh no, watch out for those rocks, Graham. Brace yourself, Cedric. Help me, I'm caught. Oh, help. Are you alright, Cedric? Well, let me see. I'm fine, Graham. Just a bit ruffled is all. Alright. So we've washed up on the shore here. Not too great. Let's save our game. And randomly there's just a dead fish here, so let's just pick that up. Yuck, a dead fish. Well, maybe I can use it. I don't know if we can use anything from the shipwreck. Unfortunately, nothing can be done about the wrecked boat. It appears that Graham is stuck here. I thought we could take something, but maybe not. Alright, let's traverse this sketchy path. Alright. I don't like this place. It's creepy. And he's not wrong. Okay. Quick save. Now you notice there's these two, like, I don't know, snake looking things here. If we get closer, see their eyes light up? And let's just see what happens when we walk past. The eyes have it. So, we need to do something about that. Now, what have we got in our possessions that could possibly help? Well, a key, useless. A bag, useless. The crystal, there we go. That might actually come in handy here. Crystals reflect light. Well, they can, anyway. So if we walk in just a little closer to the eyes light up, and we use the crystal on them, it basically feeds the energy back into them. Boom. Smoked up these snakes. Alright, so now we're good to keep walking. Now we can't just go through the front door, I don't think. You will see me saving this a lot because there's a lot of ways to go wrong at this point. Well, it looks like there's no way in. Let's turn back. Come on, Cedric. Yeah, don't be a coward. Oh. Whoops. Did I just literally... Hang on, what happened there? Is that like a gap? Oh, okay, there's like a gap there in the bridge. It's not exactly obvious from the graphics, but there you have it. The reason why I say is that a gap is that you can... No, I really want to turn back actually. You can actually walk down to the side here. Like, it doesn't make sense there's a gap there, because you could then just climb up here. I don't know. Weird. Anyway, this is the way we progress. Okay, so here we have a grate. See? Dead end. Let's go back now. No, I'll figure this out. Luckily for us, we have a nice iron bar that we found on the beach, which even looks like a crowbar as the icon. Okay, so this has opened up this kind of hole in, I guess, the ground. Now, this I believe leads down to the dungeon, if I am correct. So, let me get my little dungeon map open next to me, which I have now got. Well, let's head on in. You're crazy going down into that dark hole. You don't know what's down there. Well, do you have any better ideas? No, mind if I wait for you here? No, that's a good idea, Cedric. You be the lookout out here. Yes, I'll be the lookout. Be careful, Graham. In other words, he can just be the useless person that sits out there and does nothing. Alright, so here we go. We've just fallen into the dungeon. Now, the trick to this is we need to find a few things. Now I'm just trying to remember. There's a few beasts in here. Now I think the beasts are somewhat friendly. Can't remember. But let's go this way and see if we can find one of the beasts. So the problem with this map is it kind of becomes perspective based. Depending which way you enter, depends which way you kind of face and the way which you look. So you can inadvertently turn yourself around so easily here. I think this is going to lead to... Okay. So this little dude here, he's actually quite friendly. So if we can, I don't know if we can talk to him. Dink, dink. So I think he's affectionately known as called Dink. Dink likes music. So we can use our ever handy tambourine. You notice Dink has lost something here. So let's have a look at what that is. Graham sees the beast here hairpin lying on the stone floor of the labyrinth. Let's take that. Alright, so now we have got the pin. So I'm going to call this 37 at Dink. Alright, so now is the tricky bit. So when we walk, the perspective's going to change. So it looks like I can go to the east here, which is true because I'm looking straight down at the map. So we want to go east, and we should be able to go kind of west, and then we kind of weave our way around until we get basically all the way down. Now we need to turn to the west. This really plays with your mind. Now we need to go north. And we should have two options. Okay, so now we need to go to the east. And now that we've gone to the east, we need to go... Let's see, I'm now facing that way, so I need to turn left. And then I need to go straight. I then need to turn right. And then I need to turn immediately left. And I need to go straight. Then I need to turn left. Then I need to turn right. And then I've reached the dead end. That sucks. Okay, so I've gone the wrong way, and that's where the dungeon door is. Alright. Let's go back the way we came. So this will go that way. And now I'm completely lost. Great. So this is why we saved the game in this part. So we're going to go back to @Dink, and I'm going to read my map a little bit more carefully as to where I need to go. As I said, the perspective changes depending on which way you enter a room, so it's extremely difficult to fathom this one unless you keep your wits about you quite a bit. So we're going to go back down this way, we're going to weave our way through. Oh, that was like a weird spider. Check that out. I've never seen that before. Graham looks around in terrified confusion as he finds himself in a labyrinth somewhere under Mordak's castle. A grotesque creature scurries along the stone walls of the labyrinth. Can't say I've ever noticed those before. Okay, so now we should end up at a fork, which we do. Whoops. Okay, so now we're at the fork. So we need to go to the right, then immediately to the left. Then we need to go straight. Then we need to go left. And we kind of follow this around. Way it goes. It kind of like jumps in and out a bit. Okay, so then we need to go left again. And then we need to go left when we're at the T-junction. And we need to go this way. There we go. So now we're at a door. So we'll save it here. This is going to be 38 at, I think it's called the pantry. Alright, cool. Now I think we'll find this door's locked. Graham tries to open the wooden door, but to no avail. It is securely locked. Luckily though, we have the hairpin that we got from Dink. Graham inserts the hairpin into the door's large keyhole and discovers, to his amazement, that it fits perfectly. Turning it ever so gently, he soon hears a soft click and the door is unlocked. Nice. Okay, so now that we're in here, we're just going to quickly have a look at our inventory because there's one thing I glossed over. In the bird's nest, when we were just sitting there, we found that glinting piece of gold, which was a necklace. Let's actually look at the necklace. It's a lovely gold locket on a delicate chain. Well, locket's open. Upon opening the locket, Graham sees the portrait of an old couple in regal attire. So as not to damage the picture, he quickly closes it again. So it's got like a king and a queen, so regal type thing. Good to remember. Now, in this part of the pantry, we can see there's like a cupboardy thing over here. Let's have a look at that. A cupboard in the corner of the pantry catches Graham's interest. Inside the cupboard, Graham's eyes fall upon a bag of dried peas. So we're going to grab the peas. And then we're just going to do another save. Let's put this 139. And the reason I'm saving it here is I think I've stuffed this up before, because in here you've got to talk to this girl. Don't come near me. Leave me alone. I would never hurt you. I'd like to help you. I don't believe you. You're probably one of them. I'm not. Believe me. Just go away, please. I don't want to talk to you anymore. Since the girl seems so frightened, Graham compassionately decides to leave her alone for now. So this is one thing I never really, I guess, understood, is that how you would know to associate this locket with her. But if you show her the locket, we get a cartoon warning. Wherever did you find my gold locket? I thought it was gone for good. I lost it on the island just after I was brought here by Mordak. You wouldn't believe me if I told you. Tell me, who are you, and how did you come to be here? My name is Princess Casimir from the Kingdom of the Green Isles. My father, the king, employs a horrible vizier who befriended Mordak. When Mordak saw me, he immediately wished to marry me and bring me here. Naturally, I refused, and my father agreed with me. But our refusal angered him so much that he stole me here anyway and put me to work as a scullery girl. He says he'll never let me go, but a scullery girl I'll remain until I agree to marry him. But the thought revolts me. What am I to do? Don't worry, I'm here to save my family from the wizard. He's got them here someplace imprisoned inside a glass bottle. If I can manage to rescue them, then I won't forget you. I know about the glass bottle you're talking about. It's in Mordak's laboratory upstairs. Keep quiet about my presence. I think this will be the most difficult part of my journey. I may not survive it. I will never give you away, and I will help you in any way I can, kind sir. See, that was a bit of a weird one that you had to, show her the locket, but I guess, it's an adventure game, you just try everything, so it kind of does make sense in the end. Alright, so you need her trust, because without it, the next bit's not going to work. So ironically, as we go out here, we need to sort of, we can sort of see this really dingy looking kind of, organ room type thing. Don't know if you can play it. Might be able to. Graham watches in horrified fascination as the grotesque organ begins to magically play a weird tune all by itself. I guess you can play it. Kind of strange. Okay. So Mordak has basically a sentinel, and he will come around and catch you. And as for when that happens, it is random. Okay. Oh, there's Mordak himself. Goodbye, King Graham of Daventry. Okay. That's not what we wanted to happen. Mordak shows no mercy. So what I did want to happen was actually the Sentinel to find me. But maybe it's because I played the organ. I'm not sure he's supposed to do that. So the Sentinel's a little bit different. He kind of comes along. Here he is. Now you actually need him to capture you once. When I first started playing this game, it is possible to actually get rid of the Sentinel straight away. We've got the tools to do it already. But if you don't, basically what will happen is you obviously get thrown in this dungeon and you're going to miss out on something. Now see, there's a rat and he goes into that hole. That's important. So we're going to save the game. And then we're going to look in that hole. Graham can see a small mouldy piece of cheese just inside the mouse hole. Now that's important. Now we can't actually reach the cheese, but ironically, the fishhook can. There, got it. The fishhook did the trick in retrieving the piece of cheese from the mouse hole. So we're just going to do another save. And now we wait. Not a lot to look at here while we're waiting, but you can sort of see we're in a really nasty dungeony type room. There's no obvious door, there's just that grate from the ceiling, and the sentinel type thing that brought us in here basically used magic. Hello. What? Princess Casimir? Where did you come from? From the labyrinth. I spend a lot of time down here, you know, with my friends. Friends? Yes, like Dink and Sam. I don't know if you ever saw Sam or not. Anyway, I found this loose stone once that led here, to this cell. Now come on, you'd better get out of here. So that's why it was important to befriend Casimir, because if you didn't, she would not come and help you. Now if you're careful, you can follow her back. But you've got to be careful you get this right. The main thing is not to click. Well, if she goes off to the side, make sure you go off to the side, don't click up. And fun enough, it is possible to map this out from, you know, where we were, but it's much quicker if you just follow her. And on the internet, there's tons of guides that map this out for you if you need it. Alright, so here we go. So now we're basically, I think we've got everything we need to combat Mordak. Now the only thing I think we will do is just do another quick save. Because a lot of stuff has to go right for this to work. So remember Alexander turned Mananan, which is Mordak's brother or whatever, into a cat. He is roaming around here, and if he comes across you, you're in trouble. And as for the Sentinel, I kind of want him to find me as quickly as possible because we need to get rid of him too. I'll have to go down the screen. Oop, here he comes. Okay. Oh, crap. So what we need to do to get rid of him, maybe too late for me now, we've got a bag of peas. What it doesn't tell you is they're dried and they're like ball bearings. No, I was too slow. Alright, let's try that again. I think that Casimir will let you out once more. I think twice is the limit that you can get thrown in the dungeon. But it's wise. Whoa! Did not expect that. Whoops, not save. That would have been bad. Alright, let's try this again. Third time's a charm. Okay. Maybe if I just stand here, he'll probably come in, but knowing my luck, he won't. No, of course not, that'd be too easy. Alright, let's just stand here for a second. Now we get the bag of peas ready. This part can be quite frustrating, especially with Mananan the cat. We haven't seen him yet. He usually comes on the next two screens down most of the time. There is a way to get rid of him, but we've got to be careful and we've got to be quick about it. Of course now this beast thing's not going to come in, is he? Come on. I don't really want to go into the next room if I could avoid it, because Mananan will be in there. Oh, it's frustrating. The guy comes like every single time otherwise. Come on. Alright, let's keep progressing. Surely he's going to come in now. I kind of want to get rid of the sentinel, even if I don't have to. Because technically that staircase is as far as we have to go, but just for the points and so you can see what's going on, it would be desirable. And then the last thing you probably want to do is watch me. Oh, here we go. There we go. Nice. Okay, so that got rid of the sentinel. Do a quick save. So, as you saw, I kind of went through and I found a room with a staircase in it. That leads up to the first floor landing where Murdoch is. Mananan. No, the other one. Mordak. I keep thinking of Murdoch from MacGyver for some reason, but that's okay. I think you're all picking up what I'm putting down. Okay, there's Mananan. Now, to get rid of Mananan, we've got this stinky fish, which cats like fish. He's going to get chomping on that. But then we also have this empty bag of peas. Now it's important we bag him up because if he sees us as we walk past him and we disturb him, he will instantly get Mordak and then we are done. So we're going to save this now, just because we're getting very close to the end. Alright, so if we go to the right, it's worthwhile just doing this just so everyone can see. We're done because Mananan's in there at this time. So this is Mananan's lab. Goodbye, King Graham of Daventry. I think I said Mananan there instead of Mordak. Oh, this is hard. Too many people. Okay. So, Mordak's in there. We don't want to go there. However, Over to the left is his, I guess his bedroom, and also his library, which is down here. So to begin with, we're just going to head into the library. And there's some books here on the table which warrant a bit of a read. So let's have a look. A large tome lying upon a corner of the desk attracts Graham's curiosity. Let's have a read of the tome. This looks interesting. Graham wonders what the symbols mean. So what we have here is we have a tiger, we have a rabbit, we have rain, and we have something else. I think it was fire? No. Oh, no, it's a mongoose. So yeah, tiger, mongoose, rabbit, and rain. Those four things can be used to cast spells, as it turns out. And as I said, they're burned into Graham's memory, so we don't really need to remember what the symbol is per se. But we've got to use a bit of logic for them. Now, I can't remember, well, I know we have to use them in a minute, and I can't remember the exact sequence, but we're just going to figure that one out together, and we're going to see what happens. But for now, we kind of have to chill out in the library. And in a minute, we'll see Mordak kind of teleport in here, and he'll go to sleep. Now we need that to happen for a couple of reasons. One will become apparent as we walk past, but the other is obviously he's in the laboratory at the moment, and we can't just wander on in there and, you know, not get killed. If we have a quick look at our inventory as well, we'll notice our wand still is pretty dead. So we can't use that, you know, with these spells that we just learned, at least not at this point. It's funny how that eye thing lights up, so when we turn towards it, it shuts. Can't do anything fun with it. But yeah, unfortunately this can take a little while, so we're just going to kind of wander around here in circles. But again, a lot of artwork went into this game. You can see how ornate this room is, and there's so many things that you could potentially interact with, but literally only one that counts. Oh, there we go. Alright, so Mordak's now sleeping in there. So, this part, it's not exactly tricky, but if you're a bit silly about it, you can wake him up, and we've already seen him kill us twice, so I'm not going to do it a third time. But notice his wand is just sitting there on the bed, on the bedside. Let's just nab his wand. Now remember that, I think it was Crispin told us that wands are like pets, they need to get to know you. Even though we've got his wand, it's not going to work for us because it doesn't know us. It only knows Mordak. Now, if we have a look up here, an odd machine of tubes, gears, weights, and tiny figures surrounding an unusual sphere-like object attracts Graham's attention. So let's have a look up here. Down the bottom here, funnily enough, I'm not sure if you can look at it. Maybe you can. Tears come to Graham's eyes as he sees his beloved family and castle held captive inside a large glass bottle. So there's Daventry. But first we need to go and use this machine. Alright. So what we've got here is, it's kind of like a beam balance, and I'm going to save it because I can't exactly remember what to do here, so we might need to employ a bit of trial and error. But I know that we use this to recharge our wand with the wand of Mordak. So we put that on there, and we put ours on here. And I think this is a bit left of field. We just put the cheese in this vat or something. Graham tosses the mouldy cheese in the machine's bubbling liquid. That is so weird. Like, I just remember that from years ago. But why would you put mouldy cheese in this machine? Drop a comment down there if you know what this is a reference to, because I have no idea. Mordak's wand now barely glows. Perhaps his power is weakened, while Crispin's old wand now appears completely energized. Let's go grab our wand. Okay, now's the time for a save. In a second, our friend is going to come through that door. What's going on here? I'll take care of you, you swine. Graham, I've heard from Crispin. What the? What have you done to my wand? You think you can outwit me, little man? Ha! Let me show you a thing or two. Okay, so he turns into like this. It's like I think it's like a dragon or something. So now we need to use a wand on it, and it's going to ask us what to transform into. Now I believe this first one is going to be a tiger. Why, you little? So now he's a dragon. So now we need to become a rabbit. These puzzles, they're not, there's nothing in the documentation really, it's just kind of logical. And if you play this through and you get it wrong, you can kind of just figure it out. You think you're so smart, don't you? Well, I've got you now. Okay, so now he's a cobra. So what fights snakes? Say goodbye, swine. Well, a mongoose does. So, if this is the way you want to play... Alright, so now we've got a burning ring of fire. So now we're going to bring the rain. Alright, so we are successful and one last cartoon. Now, why won't you work? Oh, Princess Casimir. Well, I did it. Mordak is dead. Dead? Are you sure? Maybe he's only trying to trick you. He's dead alright. He turned himself into a fire and I put him out with rainwater. He'll never bother anyone else ever again. But now I have a bigger problem. I don't know what to do about my family or my castle. I don't know how to turn them back to normal. After all you've been through, there must be a way. Crispin, I have the solution to all your problems, Graham. While you and Cedric were gone, I did some asking around and found out that your son, Alexander, had the dubious distinction, if you may, of turning Mordak's brother, Mananan, into a cat some time back. Obviously this deed angered Mordak, who could do nothing about it since this particular spell could only be undone by the actual perpetrator, your son. It doesn't take a great genius to figure out that Mordak took your family and castle in revenge, and to try and persuade Alexander to restore Mananan back to his old self. I did discover, as I now see, that your castle and family were miniaturized and imprisoned inside a glass bottle. I did some research and found the spell for turning everything back to normal. Now watch. Hocus pocus aliokus. Valenice, my children, my joy knows no limits. Oh Daddy, I'm so glad you're here. Oh Princess Casimir, how could I forget you? Come over here. Let me introduce you to my family. This is my wife, Queen Valenice, my daughter, Princess Rosella, and my son, Prince Alexander, who started this whole mess. All of you, this is Princess Casimir from the land of the Green Isles. Without her, none of us will be standing here now. She bravely saved my life. My lady, I am deeply in your debt, and I will make it up to you. With your permission, I'd like to travel to the land of Green Isles to see you. Alright, now that we're done with the formalities, let's get on with business, shall we? Higgledy-piggledy-poo. Be assured your castle's right back where it belongs, and the right size too. But now it's time that everyone return to their homes, with my help of course. Alakazam, Alakazoo. Wait, what about Cedric? What? Where is Cedric? Over there, Mordak may have killed him. Is there anything you can do about it? Let me think. Ah yes, I think I know. Abracadabra, no. Abracadabra, Now what is that confounded word? Oh yes. Abracadabra. Crispin. Cedric, it's sure good to see you again. Likewise, I'm sure. Alright, enough is enough. Let's get on with it. Okay, Casimir, let's send you home first. Wasn't that the land of the Green Isles? Yes, that's right. I can't wait to see my parents again. Goodbye, Alexander. Perhaps we'll meet again. You can be sure of that, my lady. Before you send us all home, Crispin, I just want to thank you for all of your help. And you too, Cedric. I wouldn't be standing here with my family without you two. I'm deeply, deeply grateful. All in a day's work, my boy. All in a day's work. Right, Cedric? Right, Crispin. Okay, back home you go. Alakazam, Alakazoo, Alakazee. Well, there she is, our happy home, and we're all safe and sound once more. Let's go home, shall we? Yes, let's. And there is the ending of King's Quest V. The annoying Cedric did pay off in the end. If he wasn't rescued from the Harpies, you could continue with the game without him there, that's fine. But as soon as you got to that last bit with Mordag, that first, I guess, wand swipe he puts at us would have hit us, and then that's it, he just died. So Cedric did save us from that, so that was good in the end. Apart from that, we do have some lead-ons from this game. The first is Princess Casimir has been introduced. She is a central character in King's Quest VI, where Alexander actually travels to the land of Green Isles to meet her, and we find that Mordag's legacy still lives on over there. So that's quite a good game in itself, and King's Quest VI I think is heralded as probably one of, if not the best King's Quests, but I still absolutely enjoy King's Quest V, and pretty much all of them for that matter. At this point, I want to thank you so much for watching this playthrough. I hope you've caught parts 1 and 2 as well. If you've got any suggestions or Easter eggs or different ways of solving things or things I missed, please let me know down in the comments. I do try and give them a read when I can and reply as well. Thanks again so much. I will catch you in the next one. See you later.